a small group of colonists stood up against an empire, the greatest military force in the world at the time, and they were outnumbered by far more than 20 people.
They found about 70 armed colonists waiting for them. Wait, I thought there were 700 redcoats.
There's no way that's right.
That's a 10-to-1 ratio.
Let's go.
I thought you didn't mess with video games.
And yet I'm unstoppable.
You've got to be kidding me! You're just button mashing!
Hey, cut that out!
Ooh, this is gonna be good. Let me get my popcorn. What is the meaning of this skirmish? He means fight.
It's a joke.
Ah, the timeless pursuit of horsing around. Luckily, I'm not programmed to worry. And yet, you're so good at it. What can I do for you two? I'm a battlebot, not a mind reader.
Zane's dad is taking us camping.
Ah, camping is a wonderful pastime.
Nash isn't ready for a weekend without Wi-Fi.
I've worked hard to get a top 10 ranking, and I don't see the point of standing around in the dark all weekend.
Some of the most legendary chapters in history were written after sundown. This reminds me of a battle? Why, yes. A very important battle. The Battle of Bunker Hill. Oh, boom! I'm awake! Next up, Breed's Hill.
I thought Ranger said Bunker Hill.
You'll see. 3, 2, boom, baby!
I can't see anything.
Boom? Are you malfunctioning again?
You boys are experiencing a night on the outskirts of Boston before the dawn of electricity.
I'm not seeing what's fun about this.
I'm making a quick adjustment. Stand by.
Whoa, dude!
Following a year of an oppressive British siege, the Patriot fighters had to rely on the element of surprise. They used the cloak of night to evade detection.
As they crept through the darkness, some Patriots got lost. They completely missed Bunker Hill. They wound up on nearby Breed's Hill, which sits in front of Bunker Hill.
Thankfully, the Patriot cannons were strong enough to still reach the British fleet.
If they mainly fought on Breed's Hill, why is it called the Battle of Bunker Hill?
Because bunker sounds way cooler.
You can't argue with that logic. Who is that dude?
That dude is Officer Israel Putnam. His men called him Old Put.
Why would soldiers listen to some old guy with a weird name?
Old Put's men talked about how he seemed undisturbed even when there was great danger around him. His courageous leadership helped his men feel more confident.
Old Put had certainly lived a heroic lifestyle. He famously crawled into a dark cave alone to hunt down a menacing wolf who was preying on the town's livestock.
Legendary!
When the French and Indian War began, Israel Putnam, Old Put, Old Put, enlisted as a ranger in the British Army.
Wait, British Army?
He was a redcoat?
The colonists were largely loyal British citizens. Until the Revolution, that is.
Oh, got it.
Old Put volunteered for the most dangerous kind of mission, scouting behind enemy lines. He risked his life to uncover enemy plans, barely evading capture.
You can't get on the leaderboard without making some gutsy calls.
I'd follow Old Put into battle.
Strong leadership was essential for the perilous fight ahead. After working tirelessly through the night, the exhausted Patriots opened fire on the unsuspecting British warships below.
The first volleys were hit or miss, partly because the Americans had staked out the high ground above the harbor. But most of these men didn't have any formal military training. This ragtag volunteer force was hardly prepared to exchange fire with the world's most powerful navy.
Where were all the British soldiers?
As the British Navy and the Patriots exchanged cannon fire, redcoats hopped from their beds and marched toward the hill.
American Colonel John Stark told his men to form 3 separate firing lines. Then he walked out 50 yards from the battle's front and drove a stake into the ground. Stark ordered his men not to fire until the British troops reached that marker.
Historians debate whether he actually uttered the phrase, "Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes."
The hilly terrain wasn't helping the British. Tall grass hid obstacles such as stone walls and ditches, tripping up the marching soldiers. All the while, the Patriot rebels kept up a near-constant volley of fire.
The Patriots fired at wave after wave of enemy redcoats until they ran out of ammo.
So the Patriots actually won?
In a way, Though they had killed or wounded over 1,000 British soldiers, the Americans lost 450 able-bodied soldiers themselves. It was an impressive maneuver where the Patriots delivered a decisive blow to the enemy with little to no sleep. But a bloody price was paid. So what did you kids learn?
That Bunker Hill is an awesome name for a battle.
That!
And I guess standing in the dark all weekend isn't going to be that bad.
You know, we should call this place the bunker.
Dude, I love that.
Let's get going. My dad bought like $200 worth of s'mores.
Do you think there will be any wolves out there?
Enjoy your trip! It's a library, though, not a bunker. The bunker does have a nice ring to it, but this is a fortress of knowledge. That is literally a bunker. Bunker bing, bunker boom, baby!
Man, that was awesome!
That last firework, shaped like an eagle? That's one epic way to welcome you to the neighborhood.
What is this place?
This is the library, where my dad keeps all his inventions and trinkets. Now I know he's got a dodgeball launcher somewhere around here.
I'm telling you, we don't need that thing. I am a dodgeball launcher.
Hello, stranger.
Whoa! Yo, Nash, you got a robot in your library.
Oh, that's our battle bot. Zane, this is Ranger.
Pleasure to meet you, Zane. You two appear highly energized.
BattleBot? Nash, you were keeping this guy a secret from me? The Independence Day dodgeball tournament is in the bag with this guy on our side.
Well, I am equipped with knowledge of every war ever fought, every combat strategy ever used, and every great military leader ever born. But my programming prevents me from throwing rubber balls at humans.
Since he accidentally broke a kid's nose in second grade gym class, Dad installed a block and Ranger can't leave the house. Anyway, we're gonna be late for the tournament.
Wait! You said you had military strategies, right? The other neighborhood has 20 more kids than us and they're way older. I bet you've got some tips on winning a battle like that.
Thought you were the dodgeball launcher?
Can't hurt to get some cheat codes.
History isn't just a collection of old stories. It's a treasure trove of wisdom waiting to guide us. Great lessons from those who came before us. And I believe that we have the perfect story to help you rise to the occasion.
We?
Boom, baby!
I detect a 97% increase in hot dog consumption and sulfur residue.
Or maybe BO.
Dude, I told you to stop smelling me.
How many robots do you have?
You boys know what the fireworks and barbecue are really about, right?
Obviously.
It's the 4th of July, signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Wrong! A common misconception. The signing actually happened on August 2nd. July 4th was when it was ratified.
What does this have to do with dodgeball?
Zane, grab that book for me. Boom, would you do the honors and take this party to 1775? I do love a good powdered wig!
Whoa, where are we?
A time where the most advanced technology is a musket and the bath was a once-a-season event.
Talk about major BO.
This is a digital hologram of the first true battle of the Revolutionary War, the Battle of Lexington and Concord, moments before it began.
So why are they just standing there?
In the spring of 1775, the British soldiers were struggling to keep control over the rebel colonists. People could sense a severe battle was just around the corner.
The colonists had to prepare. They started collecting reserves of weapons for when things went, well, hairy.
One large stockpile was located in the town of Concord, Massachusetts. When the British found out, they immediately ordered for it to be destroyed. Wait, they weren't even allowed to have weapons to fight back with? How's that fair?
A small group of colonists stood up against an empire, the greatest military force in the world at the time, and they were outnumbered by far more than 20 people.
They found about 70 armed colonists waiting for them. Wait, I thought there were 700 redcoats.
There's no way that's right.
That's a 10-to-1 ratio.
That cold spring morning, the silent standoff played out. Suddenly, someone fired a musket, and the battle had begun.
Now that's a shot heard around the world.
I get it. We have to stockpile dodgeballs.
What? No. You see, more colonists than soldiers died in that skirmish, but the battle didn't end there at Lexington. Once the redcoats managed to push through and get to the stockpile, the weapons had been moved to another secret location, with no dodgeball launcher in sight. The British couldn't squash the rebellion by taking their weapons. Their belief in liberty was worth fighting and dying for. Ranger, you're forgetting the colonists' secret weapon, guerrilla warfare!
Wait, they had gorillas?
Yeah, I don't think we can get those in time for the dodgeball tournament.
Boom, you're confusing them. My bad.
rules of warfare in those days dictated that columns of soldiers should line up in order and shoot each other. That's how military battles were fought.
Irregular warfare, or guerrilla tactics, are when armed civilians use ambushes, raids, and hit-and-run strikes to fight a larger force. I think guerrilla warfare is against the rules of dodgeball.
The redcoats thought so too. The British soldiers were so angry about being tricked and getting their butts kicked that they set fire to Concord.
What?
But that was their big mistake. Not all the colonists wanted to rebel from Britain until they realized that as long as they let them stay in charge, they could do whatever they wanted to their homes and their families. Through the chaos, tons of Americans rushed in and the British were forced out. They were young, old, farmers, storekeepers, but they knew they had to fight.
Okay, so to win this thing, we clearly need to recruit a massive team and find the dodgeball launcher.
Wait, seriously?
I'm kidding, relax.
Okay, I'm officially impressed.
They had grit, guts, and a deeply unhealthy relationship with powdered wigs.
No matter how dark the moment or how hopeless the path may seem, there is always one spark of courage, one step forward, one choice that can change everything. Because as long as you're still in the game, your story isn't over.
All right, that was cool. But we've got to go if we're going to make it to the tournament.
Why didn't they ask me to toss any dodgeballs? Boom, we've been over this. You don't have any...
In case we need some more dodgeball tips.
Boom, baby! And don't forget to subscribe! Boom, baby!
Let's go.